All right, hello, hello, hello. We are back. We are back. We are back. Thank you for coming here and spending your time with me, if you have. So it is, I believe, right now. It is, yes, it is still September 11th. Um, I know, what a day, what a day, what a day. September 11th. Maybe there's a special meaning about a lot of crazy things happening on these days. It is almost midnight where I am at the moment. A few minutes till midnight. Another strange meaning if you know Iron Maiden. We're going to be continuing our Breath of the Wild blind run first time playthrough. And as always, we're going to be talking about the crazy things going on around us to, keep us informed a little bit, even though it's mostly rambling coming from me. But real quick, so today what we're going to be doing first is heading towards the desert. As I said, we are going along the paths that we didn't take before and seeing what we've been missing. There's a lot of stuff we've been missing in this game. And then eventually probably get to actually doing some damn quests. And today we're going to be heading towards the desert, seeing what's some interesting stuff we can find. All right, and as you can see on the screen, we're going to be having some ladies helping us cover some of the topics that we're going to be talking about or rambling about today. And the biggest topic, besides all the other crazy shit that America's doing in the world, Venezuela, funding Israel, all this crazy stuff. Of course, the craziness is also domestic. So a bunch of other shootings happening. We only have about, well, unfortunately, we're probably not even going to be able to finish the full 30 minutes today. Just so much time I had to spend doing other things today. But all right, as I was saying, if you don't know, there's been a really huge, high-profile shooting assassination in America. There was a political commentator, podcaster, YouTuber, somebody that was close to the president. His name was Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, owner of Turning Point USA, whatever they said, political platform, propagandist for the Trump administration. He was assassinated. Currently, there is no known whereabouts of the gunman. The gunman is still at large, even though it seems that the shot came from pretty close, about 200 yards away. And it seems that there's mixed feelings. A lot of people are happy about what happened, and a lot of people are not happy about what happened. Real quick before we listen to the I Had It podcast, which is on the screen right now, I'm going to give just a few quick thoughts. Maybe if I have more time, I'll discuss it more tomorrow, my comments. But my overall take from this happening is I don't want. It's already too late. America has been on this trajectory for a long time. Of course, I'll be honest. I hate Charlie Kirk. I hated Charlie Kirk. For what he's done, not only to the American way of thinking, how he's pushed young men further and further down the wrong paths in life. Just being an arrogant asshole. From what I've seen, again, people say he was very, kind privately, but I look at the whole picture. As I always tell my son, it's not just about the people in your immediate circle. It's also about people that you might not even know or think about. It's not just you and the things that affect you directly. You got to think more wide in the actions you take that might affect other people. And from what I've been watching of Charlie Kirk for a long, long time now, is that this is what he wanted. This is what he preached for. Charlie Kirk constantly did nothing to help America fight gun violence. Almost every 2 days, a mass shooting, children being killed, churches being shot up by right-wing extremists that Charlie Kirk many times most likely helped to radicalize with his topics that he covers and the people that he calls out. This is the kind of chaos and insanity that he pushed in America. And it finally, if you believe in karma, it finally came back. For decades. He believed he started becoming a political pundit around the age of 18 to 19, and he is 31. So for over 20 years, he's been pushing America down the path that it's been. How much of an effect he had, you don't know. But again, he was in the ear of the president. He would talk to the president and help the president decide, or push the president probably to take certain paths. One moment, please. Yeah, hey, if I just had a horse, I could keep traveling on my way. Please find and bring me a horse. That's right. Very interesting. It's constantly like parents lost their kids. The planet that's literally burning at the moment. Like, all these negative things that are happening right now are connected to these people that have attached themselves to the machine that's causing all this distress, all the systems that are causing distress, the big companies, the people at the top. Charlie attached themselves to those people. He defended and supported, I believe, the CEO that was also taken out a few months ago. Not even a few months ago, probably like over a year ago now at the moment. I do not remember honestly, but the health insurance, the top health insurance provider in America, the one that was screwing over everybody. Charlie Kirk attached himself to all these people, and in the end, was just doing whatever he could to get his money. And now, and the reason why I say that is, again, these people like Charlie Kirk, they don't have any moral actually core. They say they do. Again, he says that his religion is his main core, and he uses religion to constantly, what points he wants to get across. He like connects it to his religion and stuff like that. But constant hypocrisy. He supports Trump, even though he's totally against what his religion is supposed to stand for, and he just makes excuses. He just made excuses to find, again, whatever way he could just connect himself to people that had currently the most power, or how he could get a buck, from what I've seen. And then now that he has been taken out with a shot to the neck, the Trump and the people around him are just using his death to push, again, whatever authoritative plan that they have. They constantly talk about, oh, we have to control our wording, our rhetoric, what we're saying on the TV. They constantly say that. Trump and all those people constantly say that. But it's always them. They're always the first ones. They use the other they use the opposition's sides, like sticking to decorum, sticking to human decency. They use that against people. When, let's say, we call them out definitionally from the dictionary that they're acting fascist, they're like fascists, other fascists were Nazis and all this type of stuff. They say, oh, you're using the crazy words that are, that's too much and this type of stuff. When they do the same goddamn thing by calling everybody socialist, everybody child abusers, they do the same thing. And then when you just call them out and try to fight them on their own terms, they run and hide and cry bully. And that's what they're doing now. They're using Charlie Kirk's death as just another way to push their power. And we're going to be listening to the I Had It podcast real quick, not the full thing, just going through it a little bit and just pointing out, yeah, this is exactly what they always do. There's always this kind of thing that they do after. Should they see whatever thing that they can do to push America further down into the abyss. Anyways, let's get to it.
After Charlie Kirk was murdered yesterday at one of his events by an assassin that clearly had to shoot like 200 yards away, one shot. All over social media, the scenes are horrific. Political violence must be condemned all the way across the board. You can disagree with somebody politically, and I disagreed with almost everything that Charlie Kirk says, and I fundamentally abhor gun violence. I abhor it. I don't think anybody should be shot and killed for having an opinion that is different from somebody else's. This has shaken us here at I've Had It to our core.
I'm gonna skip a little bit. So she talks about how even her coworker or somebody that she worked with was also assassinated. And that's the thing. When something like that happens to us, we feel, people that have a conscience, that feel empathy, we do feel like, oh, that shouldn't have happened. This is horrible, this type of stuff. But Charlie Kirk and people like him, in the end, didn't care. Whenever people try to actually do something to fix this problem, he just pushed for more guns. Let's skip a little bit ahead.
There was another shooting at a school in Denver. Guns in schools in America always
recent shooting
problem. Mm-hmm. But much to my surprise, there seems to be a coordinated response
here
on
it is.
The right that is really terrifying. And Midas Touch compiled a lot of it here.
Mm-hmm.
Midas Touch tweets.
Midas Touch Network
is spreading from influential MAGA figures, including the President of the United States and the owner of this website. He's referring to Elon Musk there, owner of Twitter. They have no idea who the shooter is. And many of these same people mocked Democrats when they were victims of political violence in the past. In moments like this, we should be lowering the temperature and finding our shared humanity, not fueling more hatred and violence. And here's just a sampling. Libs of TikTok, caps lock, this is war. Joey Minorino.
Well, real quick. So she's gonna call it. She's gonna read it. Run now. One moment, please. So again, these people right here, the Democratic Party must be classified as a domestic terror organization, and their members, leaders treated accordingly. Okay, so terrorists. What do we do to terrorists? Most likely execute them. They've declared war. This guy Gunther Eagleman, this jackass. There's no going back after this. There's no more words to be said. The only way, again, just trying to act tough again, but just calling for violence. They constantly do this. They say, oh, we gotta calm down with this type of stuff. Always tell the other side to calm down when they act like this. And whenever kids are killed, and people actually, the parents of the children that are murdered, killed, in their schools, in places of worship, when people try to say we got to try to change the gun laws, we have to do something, they'll say, oh, this is too soon, just thoughts and prayers. They always say this, always thoughts and prayers for the kids. But look at this. The moment Charlie Kirk was found to be, didn't make it, just, we have to take out the other side. They have no moral compass. They have no hypocrisy meter. They have no shame. It just whatever they can do to get more power.
Democrat Party must be classified as a domestic terror organization and their members, leaders treated accordingly. Enough is enough. Trump goes on blaming the radical left, Gunther Eagleman. They've declared war. Another account, there's no going back after this. There's no words to be said. The only way this ends is with complete annihilation of the Democratic Party.
There he goes,
Elon
right there.
Musk, the left is the party of murder. One of the richest men in the world that
right.
This, saying the left is the party of
Elon
murder.
Musk is responsible for like
Davis,
the death of so many people by
organization whose
push for the cancellation of
will not hesitate
health
to
insurance.
murder their political opponents. This was not a one-off event. It just goes on. Another page here. Brian Eastwood,
Jesse Waters,
piece
of shit, man.
Is the shot heard around the country? I'm ready for civil war. You
there
want
you
to
go.
fight? You're going to get it. when Democrats lose elections, they couldn't steal, they murder the people they were unable to defeat. This is just, this seems to be a coordinated response to this. What happened to Charlie Kirk isn't civilized, and this response is not civilized.
It's a machine. It's a part of the machine.
Like and most progressives I know, every progressive I know is for gun control, gun regulations. I mean, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s dad was shot by an assassin. And since the shootings of people, Ronald Reagan and others, people have more access to guns. And the response to this, to declare war on the left, when we had a president that campaigned about defeating the enemy from within, while all of this stuff is going on geopolitically, Russia's advancing into Poland, Israel is bombing Qatar. This is whiplash. What happened to Charlie Kirk is horrific. I have so much empathy for his wife and children. Somebody I love was shot cold-blooded, and it is a very difficult thing to move past, regardless of what people think. I believe in free speech, and I believe in a free society where people can go out without the fear of getting shot.
I completely agree. And when you look at this situation, I have the same response and the same outrage to this as I do when we see school shootings. We have a gun violence problem in America, and we need legislation and gun control.
But Charlie was against it.
Regardless of my differences with Charlie Kirk, this cannot be condoned.
But he wanted it.
An awful act. No one should have to be murdered, period, in the United States of America.
Well, again, maybe if I have time, maybe talk about it more tomorrow, but Charlie Kirk condoned it. That's the thing. In an interview or some kind of a speech that he gave, people asked, like, what are we going to do about the gun violence, this type of stuff? Like, we got to do something about it. And Charlie Kirk's response was basically, in America, we have this fundamental right that he believes that we should have access to guns. And that means sacrificing basically people that you love, that you care about. You want your freedoms? Then some people are going to have to die. And if those people are your kids, then so be it. That's basically what Charlie Kirk said. Instead of trying to get better restrictions on guns, more control, just better regulation, he said, no, fuck that. I'm not willing to pay. I'm not willing to, have to do more paperwork. I'd rather just have your kids get killed. That's what basically Charlie Kirk was saying, was advocating for. Again, people can say, no, he wasn't advocating for the death of kids. It doesn't matter what you just say. Like, what you say is only like a small fraction of what's really important. What matters is what you do. And what he did was support people and take money from people that would never get better gun regulation across in America. His actions is what caused his own demise, his own extinction. He eventually died by the sword. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You say this is what you believed in. Well, it came back to you. Do I want this to happen? No, because I wish that he wouldn't be that way. One of my family members said that evil people exist because if evil people didn't exist, how would we know what's good? And people might say, oh, that's too hyperbolic, calling Charlie Kirk evil. Then what is evil? Getting rich off of other people's suffering. But that's what I see when I look at these type of people. There's a lot of commentators that don't take any money from, not really some of the Democratic people. Brian Tyler Cohen, looking at you. There's a lot of commentators that don't take money, they don't take sponsors. They do what they can to give out information. There's doctors. They give away free vaccines. Or they do the research and they end up not taking any money for the product that they create. There are a lot of good people out there, but Charlie Kirk in the system that he worked for tried to make you not think that those people exist. Like, you always have to get something for what you do. Like, you can never just be empathetic, caring about the humans. There's always got to be something connected to it. And, don't expect other people to care now that it was your time much sooner than it should have been. One moment, please. I mean, what can you say, man? What can you say? I believe there's probably more stuff that they talk about, if I remember correctly. I'm going to have to listen to it again in my own free time. Again, it's getting pretty late. Again, just wanted to do a quick video. Again, I do not condone what happened to Charlie Kirk, but as I've said and other people have said in other videos and other formats, what do you expect to happen in an unregulated, like, just violence-filled country like, or to say America, where I have a lot of loved ones that live? Of course, it's not like, I mean, just compare it to other countries. Again, it doesn't mean you can't have guns. As I said, even in Japan, people want guns. The actual government wants people to get guns. Why? To hunt the bears that are killing people. There's a lot of goddamn bears that have been killing people because, again, the people are basically taking their land, destroying the forest, less food, destroying the freaking planet, making everything warmer, so they have to go outside of their normal habitat to get more food. But the government wants more hunters in Japan. They just gotta make sure you're responsible with the gun. Like, what the hell's up in America? You don't have to have, like, a background check if you buy it at the goddamn gun show? Like, what is this shit? It's out of control. And then nobody in the government wants to take the political fall. Again, as I said, in Canada, they got their gun after, like, there was a mass shooting in Australia. They said, okay, we can't let this shit happen again. And the people, didn't matter, both sides, they came together, and even though it was like a political suicide for them, they got regulation done much stricter than America. And it's helped. It's helped a lot. There might be knife attacks, there might be crazy shit, but again, knives do much less quick damage than guns do. Again, people, oh no, you can stab and really, really cut. Yeah, shut the hell up. You know what I mean. Oh, what the hell? These things exploded on me. Well, alright. Again, I know that he had kids. I know he had a wife. Probably to them, he was most likely a good husband. Most likely a good father to them. I'm going to try to believe that he was. But that's not the only world you live in. There is the actions that you take that affect the people that are around you and that you do not know. You have to care about those people too, because it comes back. Oh, Lord have mercy. Literally, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. Where am I going? Do not come home, man. Come on, get your ass, get your ass, get your ass. Don't try to trick me. Back up, son. Oh, man. Non-stop. It's non-stop. Alright. Jesus Christ. We're gonna get a little bit out of the way here, okay. Alright. Maybe I'll teleport back up here. Get away from these guys real quick. Anyways, wherever you are, I hope you can take care of yourselves and the ones that you love. My heart does go out to the people that do care about him. Because, again, maybe they don't see what he's done to other people, to the country. Maybe they believe in it. I believe his children are probably not that old. Haven't checked myself, but I do not wish this happened to him, but this is the world that he pushed for, not us. We wanted to change this crap. Me and just hundreds of thousands of other people living in America that have been trying to push for stronger gun legislation. There's so many things, and it hasn't been done. After 20 years, nothing has changed. Sandy Hook, nothing has changed. All right. Take care of yourselves. Once you love. Let's see what happens. Again, Trump and them are going to be using him as a martyr. We'll see what happens. All right. Good night.